Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup.
Yes, good morning and welcome to another beautiful edition of your program Go, where we call Colres right on we yard, na YouTube and on Facebook. Of course, today we don't come back for talk about the different issues. But before I go inside the issue them properly and this begin for tell you what's in the newspaper and carry, not forget about this particular event where they come up, you know, next tomorrow, because today don't be Tuesday and today now the 25, 2 more days, you know, well, one more day, they're making two now, the 27th, the way we'll say Happy Independence. Yeah, so we basically they come with this big time show on this platform, you know, where we talk about we legend, we talk to we legend, and then they perform. Then we legend them. They perform for we live on this particular platform. So it would nice for you actually be part of this program. So we all go able for, you know, what you know what I mean? For we see how it been talek yesteryears, how yesteryears been talek for we how we mama them, we papa them, we granny them, how them be they enjoy themselves, you know. Who's kind of song, and some of them song they are so a song then this way you will say some of we self we able for get taste, because even when you they listen to it right now, yeah, you they able for enjoy, you know, then song then they last giving a taste of then thing that quickly. And before I start the program, fine one follow you on see what we do after.
Ooh yeah. Da 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 da.
Okay. This now one of them. This is a home sweet
Away from my home. True me say home sweet home.
Oh, I'm far away from my home.
Say
I'm
still thinking of you, home sweet home. Yes, I'm far away. Oh, Mr. John Black. Mama Balu let me suffer. Mama Balu let me suffer. Let me go me way.
Alright, then you get another one like this, what we call Sonjo.
You can tell me, say, my life is a tree. You get for know how deep.
Alright, now get another one again like this. They are done ready for you on the 27th for let we come and entertain we self, you know, as a part of we green, white and blue. So we just there say let we give you a taste of the 27th 8 p.m. salon time right now this particular platform, and the MCs them get for BC Star the main and the out full prince, and the one that we expect to get for you know John Blau, get for Otis Thompson, and Vic Fauna, King Masco, and Colin Pratt. All of them and they are waiting for expect, and of course we get one or two new one them where you go see that the young musician the way as well we expect for the part of this particular show. So no forget and make sure that you share the information the 27th of April 2023 right on this platform. Okay, so now we're going to a different paper them for we look at waiting don't come out of them paper there. So quick one. The first paper we will look at this morning now the Whisper newspaper we say Alassane and Alusain said I do at Bintumani. Alright, so and Asanatu's greed dies hard. This is another story there for you inside the Whisper newspaper, and you get the Global Times where say CTC mining to commence export of bauxite next month, and Northern Region massive defection hit APC. Arise IIP Special Economic Zone in top gear. This another story inside the Global Times newspaper. And the next one, I focus 24/7. Politicking of Alusine and Alassane. Basically, angry man no get choice. And you as well get, with support from donor, Second Chance Foundation, a boost inmate in correctional center. Increase in price of flour has nothing to do with a dollar. Alaaji saw discloses. And the next paper we get now the Standard Times where say State House frowns at auto-spec exploitation, massive economic burden in the SLPP and the APC. SLPP and NGC sign progressive alliance. You know, this is another story there for you inside this edition of the Concord Standard Times. The next one, now the AZ newspaper where say Parliament passes Basic and Senior Secondary Education Act 2023 and done and dusted. SLPP NGC strategic alliance makes President Bio's re-election easy. And China gifts Sierra Leone with a sophisticated offshore patrol vessel. This is another story there for you inside the AZ multimedia, AZ newspaper for this morning. The next paper we'll get inside the program this morning, now the Salon Times newspaper say Ahmed Maki defies State House order. 500 million loans for transformation of commercial sex workers in Freetown. And they as well get SLPP and NGC announce progressive alliance for the 2023 election. This is another story there for you inside this edition of Salon Times newspaper. And the next paper now the Owl newspaper where say as peace returns, Cambia goes 100% red. SLPP NGC alliance is dead upon arrival. This is another story there for you inside this edition of the Owl newspaper. The next one are the Salon Compass newspaper where say August 10th report suffers credibility deficit and legitimacy by force. This is another story there for inside the Salon Compass. The next one, now the New Age where say SLPP and NGC form progressive alliance for national development. And this is another story there for inside this edition of the New Age. The next one are the Source newspaper where say our duty as judge is to uphold the rights of citizens. Chief Justice says bakery boss blast saboteur of flour industry. This is another story there for inside this edition of the Source newspaper. The next one are the Premier News newspaper where say Sierra Leone host regional confab on ending human trafficking. NGC SLPP forge alliance. Works minister urge contractors to do quality work, and bakery boss blast unscrupulous and businessmen. This is another story there for inside the Premier News. In the next paper, now the Independent Observer where say Parliament ratifies IIP agreement and FWT takes dirty box waste up to household and a bold step towards a united and progressive Sierra Leone. This is another story for inside this edition of the Independent Observer. The Comment newspaper and the next week for this morning we say 5 years of President Bio, part 35 out of 200, giving a free quality education that enlightens the Sierra Leone, that enlighten the, let me just zoom in quick and see, that enlighten the, okay, that's not clear, and makes wise. You as well get June 24, a choice between President Bio, who served this country, and Samora Kamara, who only worked for his living. This and APC Jagaban frowns at APC flag bearer Samora Kamara. This is another story therefore inside this edition of the Comment newspaper. The next paper, now the Nationalist newspaper will say the grand deceit. KKY endorses power 5 years of misrule and corruption. This is another story therefore inside this edition of the Nationalist. And they break the next paper will say as we win June 24 election, Cherikoko and Samora promises Promise no witch hunt, and Alhaji Sow condemns saboteur of flower industry. This another story there for you inside this edition of the Daybreak. The Heritage newspaper say Chief Baker lament exorbitant price hike, and you as well get Honorable Wiyata Songa and the favorite in Kailaun. APC on the wrong and trajectory. This is another story there for inside this edition of the Heritage newspaper. The open space now the next paper will say SLPP NGC seal alliance agreement and panic grips APC. This is another story for inside the open space. The night watch the next one, June 24 election game is over, says Chief Minister, and bound envelope parliament closes today. This is another story there for inside this edition of the night watch. Now all of the paper and this way we get inside the program this morning. Of course, no, we get two more. Our newspaper say Sierra Leone may get malaria vaccine by 2024, and the NGC SLPP alliance is a testament of inclusive governance, national cohesion. President Bio commission offshore naval patrol boats donated by China. Police are in my 91 and over 99 arrested voter ID card in Sierra Leone ECSL boss. And then last one at the Concord Times, we see Samuel Kamara preaches peace to residents of Kunkuna. Nobody sent me on immediate leave. Bank governor. This is another story for inside this edition of the Concord Times newspaper this morning, and then let's just take a very short break, and then we'll come back for talk about the different issues them which we guess them inside the program this morning.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today, but this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today, but this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Alright, welcome back. We actually we guess them we already for let we talk about the different issues them inside the program this morning. Unfortunately, they all in our WhatsApp. They're not going for them at the Zoom because of one or two connection issue. So I'll bring them all on board now for let we talk. So in the meantime, everybody, we want for first of all start with the one where the seat top Prince Coca from Whisper newspaper. Prince, good morning and welcome to the program Colors.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome. Good morning, and thank you for inviting me today. Good morning, sir.
All right, and the other one
Thank
we
you.
get now, Victor Tutu Rojas. Victor, good morning and welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
All right, Victor, you don't start on a bad footing. The internet don't begin all you. And Showers, Cecil, Cole Showers. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yes, good morning to you, Alio, and to the viewers there with the view right now.
All right, so we just start the ball rolling. I watch the first paper where we get inside, and of course, now the Aoko newspaper. But I will go straight to the issue them where we get, of the day, the issue them of the day. And so I will go to the Whisper newspaper. Whisper newspaper, you get this headline where you put say Alassane and Asana too said, I do at Bintumani. Asana too's greed dies hard. Okay, tell me, Prince, what in this banner headline they try for portray?
Well, the first thing is that
Because this is one figurative expression.
yes, of course, because Naim in the talk about Alassane and Alusane.
So you talk about the NGC and SLPP married?
Yes, let me talk about Alassane and Alusane saying a twin.
Okay.
Then identical twin.
Okay.
Let me look down for say, where the mommy born back, I born Asana too, the other twin there.
Okay.
So Asana too now go marry Alassane. Na Bintumani.
Okay. All right. So let I go to Tutu Victor. What do you think about this marriage, this alliance between the NGC and the SLPP? Many they refer to this as a return, not like way person they return back na us. Not to any difficult or strange something. How you go refer to this marriage? How you go describe this marriage?
No, I think say you can take people there for a fool, and it disabuse the populace's mind. You don't set up another party.
Go ahead. Prince, you did it?
5 years ago. Then you make it caveat. Yeah, you make it caveat.
I don't know why, but please, we get issue as well with your line and lock out Victor inside quickly. Victor, what do you think about this marriage? Victor, you did it?
Yeah, thank you, Adi. You get me well?
Clear, yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much. The alliance of itself, not new alone. And politicians, if I expect that in there, politicians can say anything. Taxation is fine if you not commit.
Okay.
But just
hold on, Prince,
purely on grounds of being yes.
Okay, all of what you will talk just so will not be here at all because you line the network in the all you.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, what's how they say?
Yes, okay, let's get to them before Victor inside. Yeah, go ahead.
This man, he don't tell people and say Salon Force. I put Salon Force. Then 2018, he formed a political party. We also get a caveat they in go contest for parliament. And he won, representing the constituency in area.
Yes, Cambia.
People put lots of hope. People look up to him as a revered and respected politician who is sagacious and he gets commitment for develop Sierra Leone. He's desperate. He begin to call the other one Alassane, Alusane. People in the see the vision. People in the see the imagery where you create them, where people say not true, because people just want for you to hear it true. The truth must be told. So people identify truth with the man. But this man, after 5 years, he's so desperate. He want to go back for being, I don't know if he want to be president or vice president, or want to be foreign minister, or want to be chief minister. He envious. He turn around, he forgets his salon first.
Queens,
He go,
I listen to Kande on
AYV.
AYV, where Kande they basically tell we say, you know, he don't study the political landscape. So possibility for letting day at the NGC and become what they want for become, you know, is very difficult.
Yeah, are you listening?
You get
Hello?
me? Yeah, you get me?
Yeah.
I say, can't they say you don't study the political landscape proper one before you take the decision? So meaning for let it become what they want for become in the NGC, it will be very difficult.
No, you know they do that. You know, when you get moral rectitude, you just stand by which you believe. Now belief, you know, for be bizarre. You got for just be honest belief and conviction. Now that Mandela been get.
But at the same time, not only first and this follow we see alliance. PMDC against Solomon Bewa and for Anes by Kuruma. We see them happen. So we don't need to alliance.
You see the fallout.
Yeah.
You see the fallout. As Anes come, he give machine orders to some of them. He just grab them off. So now because people do not get moral rectitude, make them think they happen. Then they not take the country serious, and they know they develop the country. But look, and Dar es Salaam. Look the city, Wawitan. Look Salon. Yesterday, blackout everywhere in the city. You didn't fight with that. Now that kind of thing, and then they say for put Salon first. Now Salon first that. The man have been chair for the parliamentary and political committee. Not once the man mentioned the substandard voter ID card. Now put Salon first that. Now it's immoral.
All right. So now we come with two inside. Victor, you been make your point just not say this alliance not new na Salon. Continue.
Yeah, and listen me, old friend. I mean, but instead, I'm not talk personally on the view because I write. I just talk general holistically about Sierra Leone general on politics.
Mm-hmm.
Politics, of course, to start with, not get morals or integrity. Mm-hmm. Politics are more of self. So then they underline since me grandpa know about politics.
You mean Salon politics?
Politics in general, na self something. The person within the politics always puts himself first before any other thing.
Okay, good.
So politics generally na self before you come to general. So na the first thing that one day. But let's look at the area of alliance. It is not new at all. Alliance is not new. I mean, when we talk about the PDP survey during Pakabain time, we see Timubangra will see what happened. Let's even start with the area of, if we go back to history, Shaka Stephen nabi SLPB. Then later I break away from the APC.
But Victor, let me look at Kande in your married. I know you want to be background. But waiting basically some people, waiting make a lot of people in the race concerned. Now because of waiting Kande be don't talk. What we Kande be don't talk, the promise we don't make, now make a lot of people get concerned right now.
And so many have made the same promises, even more than Kande. If you listen to the promise of PDP Sobe, if you listen to the promises of just Francis Magai.
Waiting at the promise of PDP Sobe before you go to SLPP.
The way I come out now, we have to look at the reference point. The way I come out now.
If you make reference, Victor, I think this is a landing zone with you right now. If you make reference, Victor,
because these are all beat up.
No, wait, Victor, wait. Victor, you get me? Victor, if you make reference, yeah, wait, Victor, if you make reference, we are educate we at the same time. So if you tell me say Temi Bangla make promise, waiting at the promise, you make a reference and then you pass. Let we go.
Thank you very much. Temi Bangla at your own time was a time where he be very anxious for power, he be want the power.
Yes.
But when he look at and say, the third force, look at the landscape. Like what you use the word Jigsaw, landscape. He studied the landscape of politics in Sierra Leone. So decide for bringing difference on tribal line. On tribal line, they move on. Then the area of that one, the tribal line.
It not make any promises like what we hear from Kande. It not say anything like what we hear from Kande.
We can't to Chaswagai. Chaswagai talk say if, only if. Now this steps on the tribal lines goes talk say this go make Salon go before. Then it no matter why it come from the south, but it go create alliance with the APC for let it say Salon is on the map first. He did it. Now look at Samsumana. Himself, he go because of the thing that will happen to ECOWAS. But look at again, form a party, do the consultation, people that support the Kono people. C4C. But you go again and look at the end of the day, they say I'm going back home. The APC come out.
I think Samsumana and Kande Yumkela APC are two different issues.
Now they come to Yumkela. These are just our premise. They all now the inside of the tribal line, the Kono.
Okay, so before you go inside your points, quick, while I ask you this question, Victor. Now you talk about breaking the tribal premise, barrier, the boundary we don't do here. But let me look at this. Charles Magai been born out of SLPP. So when he ready for broke the barrier, he go to something different. He not return back home. He go to somewhere else different when at the APC. And then, for example, Mohamed Bangura in return one to the APC, not to be strange thing that because everybody knows he been born out of APC. And then you look at who that you make again, Temu Bangura or Tolu Bangura. When he ready for break the tribal line, or he ready, he not go back to the APC, who say na they we not say na they out of a born, but rather he go to the SLPP. But for the NGC we born out of SLPP, go back to SLPP, na tribal line down they break, na barrier down they break, na cohesion down they.
I like where they cancel because I don't lay some premise for they follow. Then now you follow. I mean people that they listen away. I want to see which agenda or which politics, let us be plain, let us not be hypocritical in our statements. I want to see who side who don't get any book or agenda, whether talk say politics, or politician, it gets any barrier or it gets characteristics of,
no book no day. But in the case of Kande Yumkela, barrier been there because of waiting it up. No, yes, Victor, hold on, please. Because Kande Yumkela tell me say, it no go ever. Victor, you get me?
They don't talk say there is nothing hold on them for let them choose what they feel.
No, wait, Victor. Let me be honest with conscience in this one. Victor, you get me?
The statement that put on one side. He has said it.
Victor.
And so many have said this thing.
Victor, you get me, sir?
I didn't get you.
Good. Now, let me look at this thing and let me be honest with this. In 2018, one of the reasons we make Kande Yumkela tell in supporter and say, he no go support nobody, let anybody vote to say one for vote now because of waiting he been tell the people and waiting he been believe on. So, if now that in thing where he been don't believe on, he go against them, how you call that one day?
I've told you about, let us be plain here.
Yeah.
No talk like say we are blind about politics in Sierra Leone.
And let me be honest at the same time.
The word politics now politics. No, define the word first. Politics is full of tricks. Now tricks there. No, they not get any book where they hold for say you get for hold there.
So you as a journalist not stand up for let me against within the right?
I'm not moving.
We for still going to the wrong politics.
Let me make my point. These people have made their points.
Yeah, and I mean the control the show and Victor. So I get for the comments and ask question.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm laying my point with regards to my studies around politics in Sierra Leone. I know they talk about any other person too. Yeah. They have given their critical views. Yeah. I'm giving mine based on my studies.
Yeah.
That politics, they have never arrested any politician for a word. Hold on accountable because politicians, when you talk about moral, Lord left the moral aspect. All politicians have said was that they never acted to or upon, and they have never been arrested for that. I mean, that lies. Lies in the line of for say there is no book will hold them accountable for what they say. The only thing we go tell them is at the end of the day, if they are going to politics now, you don't want to stand for the left to you. I mean, they can say anything. Tomorrow again, they can't lie for you. They make another promise for the same amount they lie for you. They can't give you another hope. So we have seen politicians of tactics. So if I'm building my premises, that I'll take example from all other politicians that have said words and never acted upon. Some have given their manifesto, and at the end of the day, they not achieve them. I mean, you don't go over there saying that they have been prioritized. So if those are the things,
no, I think now that's make we as a journalist, Victor, as a journalist, you get a responsibility. Victor, you get me? As a journalist, you get a responsibility for checkmate or for all them people they are accountable for their words them in as much as book not. But I'll take you to this thing and I need your honest opinion. Let ask you this question, Victor. Wait. Yes, let Adam for you. Let ask you this question. Let ask you this question.
They go tell me say in a motorman.
Victor, hold on, ask you this question.
We have checked them on Alassane.
Yes, so now that make our ask you this question, Victor. The nationalist newspaper get this. Victor, do you hear me? The nationalist newspaper get this banner headline where say the grand deceit. KKY endorses power per 5 years of misrule and corruption. You know, still on the same tone. In just in quickly, what do you say about this?
So now come. You go ever imagine if we are talking about statements. You know, let's build the fence. If we are talking about statements, I'm not supporting any. I'm holding them accountable on their words. And if I'm holding accountable on their words, then let me come back to Samsumana. Samsumana working with the former president. You go ever believe that they all form, that they all be the government for the Ebola and sort of. You go ever hold accountable for like and talk say always he talk about how Ebola go, how embossment be there, how he talk say no support up total. Then at the end of the day, a guy get for beg say one can join the party for let it be. Will he hold him on his words? Yes. We can hold them on their word because if you remember what Samsumana say about they ever remember say it turn back na APC again. You cannot even imagine that.
So a wrong follow the old politician by the word.
With all in words, that tells you that even when we chase the people there for the wars, they do what they want. They don't think about moral.
Alright, so that only the Victor. Since we talk about moral,
I'm talking about their words they give us on the daily basis for all them. I mean respect. At the end of the day, they think back.
Okay, that only day. That can with Showers, that can with you inside. Victor, please that only day right from that point. Showers, that can with you inside. What do you make up of this alliance?
But they will not act accordingly.
I'm thank very much. I just see me brother they need to be the stand, for playing the words then and vis-a-vis. But I mean, people already listen to me, or people already do. I will challenge it. I will say, KKY like kind of very, clever politician, because he knows very well that if he contests the next election under NDC flag, he will never go to parliament. Even if he contests for a councillor position within Nkanda district, he will never win the election.
Why?
So the only option again. Yeah, I'm the man again. During the past 5 years, when the works, when it came to the political life, 2018 to 2016, 2017, 2018, look at that society. Just everything colleagues say. They are fine and I'm fine. We don't know what you say. We don't know what you do. At the end of the day, we see how a lot of people turn around them. We see how senior members of the party, the like of them is right. The like of other members there, when they come down, they say, man, and challenge them. They say, this way we want to NDC, so not to the way we want them. We see how they come on the party, and we see how clandestinely the KKY do for usurp the other members that we left na NDC for succumb them, for making them go do this declaration when they do so that means to money.
But if I should listen to Victor, fine one, when not they were. Any book they will say they for old politician for in word where it be don't talk. So nothing no wrong. We don't see Temu Bango, we see Charles Magai. You know, Mohamed Bangoua, the same like NGC, before they go into the election, Mohamed Bangoua declared for the APC, they not contest. The same goes to Kande Yumkela. So, not just the same.
Yeah, but don't forget, says Kande Yumkela come, in the pretext of a radical change. You touch one, you touch one. You touch one, you touch one. You know, he come with a radical change. Where a lot of Sierra Leoneans them, lots of progressive Sierra Leoneans them. Example, students them, collegians them, elites them, they support them openly. Even though then somehow we get one or two disagreements, but they supported him in the diaspora. He get one of the huge supporters in the diaspora. But now me and I know that in support of the diaspora don't dwindle considerably because due to the words they already talk. At the end of the day, let me check. 2018 to now, wait, parliament. What did they change that we don't do? What's that effect they don't do? Although one way or the other, they get them, they shop them, they bully them, you forget Mutuka, access to vehicle. At the end of the day, we see when people are going to social media, when they talk, see how the current government, the use of KKY, they don't get some of the privileges they were supposed to get as a member of parliament, as compared to Emancilamina, we did a call off for the C4C. Because we know say Emancilamina, it does to the chin of the government.
So going back to the alliance, Showers, going back to the alliance, can they tell we say, na parliament, they don't pass a lot of good laws then. But when it comes to the implementation part, the government, they fail. So, in gets the idea. So, that is why it come now for can join the SLPP for let them push Salon forward. Because it's a power pass Salon for better.
Those are political slang. After those words, don't tell you this. Don't tell you what they did. Say you get forget changes or whatever. It don't take 5 years as politician, as member of parliament for kind of Cambia district. We think KKY don't do that Cambia district. What kind of life it don't impact? You understand? We see. we are not fools again in this country. People are going to come for the full election. We don't know. We don't know how they go. These are, KKY don't fail people in this country. It don't fail Sierra Leoneans. It don't fail the constituents in Cambia district. It don't fail the people. So, there's no way for 10 people. We all see during the 2017 to 2018, Africa humiliation in India.
So if you reach to that point, if we reach to that point, let's bring Victor. Victor, you agree say can they don't fail in waiting original ideology in Talek? Unmute your mic, Victor. Victor, unmute your mic.
Okay. Yeah.
Victor?
You hear me now?
Okay, please go ahead. Yes. You feel say the original idea where can they cow it don't fail the people?
Yes, they not do nothing. Remember last year, ACT go inspect constituency finance, then come back with they say, well, everything was in shambles. They don't get nothing for people to understand what ACC. So what ACC do? They say, well, they go assist them with processes. But I'm just a kind way for turn the other cheek, turn the blind eye to something a blatant corruption. In party office, you don't get party office. Money when they collect for party office, you not get. Then decide we go use, I think, na your office, na your place you go use. So that was corruption. Then he say, put Salon first. Now put me first. Then he say, touch one, touch all. Then he turn around. He don't left the touch one, touch all. So it don't be. So the man is inconsistent. The man not a divasator. The man lack moral rectitude. I don't talk over and over. Then Victor, I want to go back to it. Victor say, politics no, full of tricks. No, politics not so. Politics, when you work along democracy, now a very effective ethical system you stand at the West. There's some small yuki where they want to look for sovereignty. But apart from sovereignty, look Britain, we don't come up Brexit. Yes, we see this. But them focus on waiting and beliefs. Theresa May, they're not voting in favor of Brexit. because she was ideological. The vote's an ideological thing. Any vote where you vote, we make only vote before na salon. We not get ideology. People illiterate. The vast number of people in Sierra Leone, not about 45% literacy rate. So they don't know their right. They don't know what's a democracy. They don't know what's in a politics. Politics is consistent. That is, you work for the people, by the people, and with the people, and the system.
All right.
You make sure you provide, you make provision for the people and for their welfare. One of the do an can the young cannot get nothing for do for people. Now greedy man, he don't do an student union and Jala way in the day.
Okay.
Take the money.
Victor Tutu Oja, unmute your mic and come inside, please. Tutu Ojas, you did it? Unmute it. Yes. What in just short, what do you think? You think say Young Keller in waiting ideology been stand for it fail or is still there na the right track?
The ideology of Young Keller, when you look at even in presentation in words and what the party stand for, is all about how best Sierra Leone will be first instead of any other person. That's the EU message that one day from a manifesto, Sierra Leone first. That 99 message. But if we can get back to a few words, we atomize and can conclude here. Now that one talking about diaspora support. Diaspora support in all other political parties so that form comes from the diaspora. Whenever there is a break, there is a reverse of one person for saying, if I am not satisfied, I form your party, get to the diaspora, Sierra Leoneans that are staying there, get their opinions and views, and at the end of the day, they will come back and do the same. It happens to, I mean from Kasmagai, from Samsumana, and Tito, we say with this one, when Kanda Young Keller. And we don't see all that in the day, they don't move. I'm talking about parliamentarian acts. In parliament, when you are there, the attitudes of parliamentarians and ordinary one way they outside, like different ball game that one day. So, let that one day, what they call.
Okay, let's ask you this question quickly. And I'll take you inside.
Our political snap.
Victor, let's ask you this question.
Come back to the talk. I come.
No, wait. Let's ask you this question quickly. Based on we talk about this put saloon force, and inside the marriage certificate, when are the agreements between SLPP and APC, nothing like put saloon force no day. Instead, they get waiting then consider for be the most important part. For example, point number 12, we say the parties that the two parties they agree say whenever the alliance win, yeah, whether the NGC forget included in the government with position they like minister, deputy minister, ambassador, and any other position where then they appoint, where the president did make appointment on. According to them, this is a very much important one. So this is not about Salon Force. It's
included in the government.
Yes, in the government.
We're talking about the inclusion of the government.
But we all know same ministerial position is all about
inclusion of the government. And we say again, the media, the civil society, the human rights organizations, we are talking about inclusion. And this Nina will talk all.
You did it?
Sierra Leone. We have been talking about this Sierra Leoneans coming together. Inclusion. Me and you, we don't talk on that severally. And if we are talking about inclusion, and we are seeing, things like this. Before this, or whatsoever, we don't see the COP. The COP, if it be succeed, the COP, all the oppositions went one way. Where even the Kanda Young Keller was part of. Dennis Bright was a second co or deputy to Claudius Co. From the inclusion, coming political parties. All the other political parties, they were on one way. So let us see how they go put they all come together for fight the other party with the power now. So are we talking about inclusion? if na inclusion or cohesion or coalition, the COP would have, if it succeed, it would have been a very strong force. So, you know, if it start to the website it is now, it started with the COP. Along the line, we'll see the COP get separated. Before all the other political parties, now they come together for let them form one party as against the government force, for which NGC was part of. So, for community, this tells you about political parties as to how they move. Now, this enemy, I'm not supporting any of them. I'm talking about the reality on the ground. What is happening? Let us don't be oblivious of the fact that is on the ground.
All right. So let us only do quickly
on the mental.
Showers.
So talking about who? I'm glad the way Showers come back for talk say who is fully who. Talking about fully. What have we talk? Instead can't talk about that. Where are they fully? Or who are they fully?
All right. So Showers, let's start with you inside again. What do you think? What do you think about Saput Salon Force and all, taking into consideration point 12 of the agreement?
Well, the agreement is not about Saput Salon Force. The agreement was based on KKY in desperation for the president and for succeed Julius Malabio after if he win in second term for succeeding in 2028 elections. You understand? There is nothing about Saput Salon Force. Initially, when I be in political matter for see how best he will be Sierra Leoneans. And it does not seem political relevant. And KKY is not relevant with the political landscape of Sierra Leone. And I will tell you for sure, say, again, when you watch the agreement, and according to the KKY, it say NDC therefore contest the next election by that member of parliament, councillors, and mayors and chairpersons or whatever. So I mean, that let me not call it agreement. We don't call it a merger, because when you talk about a merger between two political parties, we assume all of our support to the other political party. But if you can't tell me say now NDC for contest the next election for mayor, member of parliament, councillors, and all that kind of thing. So you think, say, where is this married head to? You understand that? Where is the married head to? And I believe say that will see serious problem, especially in Akambia, because Akambia districts Naim in the KKY saying support. And I will tell you for sure, say the 2023 election don't expose KKY say you don't get any support that Akambia districts. Now it is time for contest back for a re-election that Akambia district. Although the president don't talk say in one time the executive, in one time the legislative arm of government, in one time the executive. But I will tell you for free, if the KKY contest election under NGC in Akambia district, it will be defeated hands down. It will be defeated hands down because one, it don't fail the people there. Two, there are lots of things there where the people they cry for, where you know do, where according to get leeway in the parliament, they argue by the end of the day, things don't go in your favor. But these are the same people that now, so now when you come to say they're not the give way for the parliament, they're not the give the support we needed. But these are the same people that now you don't go back and bring back for support them back. So he asks the question again, where are we heading to? It's high time some of these politicians then try to come out and talk to Sierra and say, we are no more full time any longer. I mean, we don't pass that age. This is an age of computer. If you talk about KKY, don't click from all the internet. You ask them, do the kind of development with KKY not doing and Akambia district. How many laws there? Look, this big diaspora laws here. Big diaspora. These are one of the commanded. We talk say you will lobby parliament for let diaspora and give votes. With national election. But you never actualize that.
All right, so we don't run out of time. Let's just take in one lap, in a different issue. Basically, the August 10 report suffers credibility deficits, according to Femi Claudius Cole. I'll start with you, Prince. Prince, what do you make up of the August 10 report? According to Femi, it suffer what he call credibility deficit. Unmute your mic and come inside, please. This could be the last take of the program for everybody.
Okay. Yes. Well, that report say I think say it lack credibility. credibility in the sense that the issues, the waiting give rise for the protest. The report did not look into that in depth. Then the offshoot of the protest, the report just glossed over it. What the report focused on, the idea that the government portrayed or argued about, that they were terrorists and they intended to overthrow the government. That's what the report focused on. I was disappointed because I was hoping that the report would have been able to give us the pros and cons of the protest and the underlying factors that instigated that protest. The report did not look into that. And also, thinking of the composition, you have / president, you have legal aid chairwoman, Mrs. Hansels, and then you have Safa Abdullah. Those were people that I was hoping would have been able to use their experience, their knowledge, their credibility, and put that in line for the best of Sierra Leone. But it did not work out that way. So I think Femi Kolioscole is right, saying that the report lacked credibility.
All right, thank you very much. Lanka with you inside Victor. Victor Tutu Rogers, what do you make up of this? Femi said the report suffer, credibility and deficits. What do you think about the report? Victor, you did it? Victor, you did it?
Okay, let me just come inside. Let me just come in. I think say Femi Kolioscole, I say they offshoot. Because one of the people that we invite on the committee, we they say for Google and they call them for interview, they do all kind of bashing at the committee. Say all sorts of words against them, demoralize them, all kind of stuff that's in it. She's a political figure. It intends for Woody's Council someday or sometime, or for all the kind of political appointments in the near future. So people expect more from you. You understand? This is a committee that was set up by the president, to investigate certain things that we go wrong in the country. So, as a political head, if they're calling for go give a statement, you should go there and say what you know. But you cannot go there and started saying all sorts of derogatory messages against the individual in the committee. You don't have to be president to one as alone. You don't go and you set a similar committee, as a president, you put that at the end of the day, people that start for begin bashing people and they can't say it. We need to take some steps then for doing that kind of thing. Expectation is what we do. Femi Kolioscole. And as I talk to him, I don't know if he qualifies for contest the next election. Because up to now, I think say they get this kind of issue between A and PPRC, because the last time we making convention, the Gusta Gasa, the Alana and Latin area, I think say it's structured. Police and Guri, the stop and see no to the right protocol. And I don't know if he qualified for contest the election. But when I do then let the coalition, and I don't know they are placing a coalition that for count on the ticket of what people come to party. But we expect more from this political figure. You not for selling the limelight. People that are out there in the watch now. When they're calling for Gogi statements or Gogi, if you know they go, say you're not going there. But you cannot go there and start giving all sorts of negative propaganda against the team. Take people off. That was so bad of her.
All right.
I was expecting more from her.
Okay. Victor, did you get me?
Yeah, Rock.
Yes. What do you make up of the August 10 report? According to Femi Kolioscole, he said that particular report they lack the credibility, and he said it gets everything called a suffer credibility deficit. What do you think?
When we talk about one of the politicians that were very deceitful, away and selfish, and for your sign no more. One of the people that were the name, Femi Kolioscole.
Why you say
very
so?
Much? Yes, because this are the woman where they talk about power. She wants to come into power. Since the time where it come, where Mina one of the first journalists where begin to make way for her, for begin doing interviews and call journalists for her for the duty for do. Based on privately, I will study her, make journalists that begin to run offer. This woman, she's very much private in her.
Why you say this is the most deceitful
she wants to become a ruler,
person?
In future. But one, she's very challenging. She's not law abiding. And it can look for bash at things where if he say when you go critically into it, he says it can be part and parcel of the whole thing. Me and you sit on a radio or not 1, 2, 3, 10. When you even attack her or issues when I in lapses there. In fact, she will become very aggressive and even insulting on the air. She has done that to me on record. Different radios there. So with that kind of policy, where they look at leadership in future. Here is the August they talk of where they kick against her. But she was called for let it get the young part of it. You know, attend to her at all.
No, he attend. No, Victor, he attend.
Wait, I can't to what are they trying to say?
No, but don't use the right word. If you say no attend, that means no go there and he go there.
No, go in there. It's one.
Please don't call me. I didn't know.
Victor, you did it?
Put this gender be so more.
Victor, you get me? Victor, I think we know you wait till you first begin talk. The line hold you there. Victor, you get me?
Hello? You get you now?
Yeah, you get me?
Yes.
All the word the way you talk after where you say it no go there, nobody know you. And if you say it no go there, that not to true, it go there.
Yes, I dey talk about irresponsible.
So for say it not respond and for say it not go there, that's two different things.
No, an attendance. I mean, what they call to the call. But what they talk so? Where he go and talk say.
All right, I think they lined up on Victor there, and we actually don't reach now. Or Victor, if you get me, you don't mute your line.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, you get me?
Yes.
Actually, they can on and off intermittently.
Now you mute them. Go ahead. We get a few more seconds.
All right. Okay. I mean, coming to an area called for the young part of it become very challenging. They can for kick against August 10 now report. I should have been a very good person for contributing more and give you now. But they're planning to be a leader tomorrow and a very, very challenging calcitrant in the attitudes. It's unfortunate.
Victor, if I can sense exactly what in Apple, you use a lot of adjective then because you and Femi they don't get 1 or 2 confrontational program. You know, like a business.
It's not that confrontation. It's talking. I'm talking about somebody who wants to be a leader in future, but you know, want for Arisia. So we're the way for put things straight as a leadership role. That's my issue around her.
All right, thank you.
Not on any malice, not on anything. Now because they check, like what they say, we check leaders how they for it tomorrow, and these leaders are.
So why are you so much concerned that we then for check Femi, but they not for check the other one then because book not there for them?
You know them accountable.
Yeah, why you so much in the beginning you will tell me say based on waiting leaders and they talk they're not able to hold them by the word, but now you so much concerned about Femi for becoming a very good leader.
Yes, this is how they talk so. For like a very good leader, like what he would talk for young fella and this and that. But in the whole, this all they try for let us show we say, they try for picture to we say, even when they chase them. For now, monitor their activities. At the end of the day, they try for tell them say they can say anything today and tomorrow become a chain policy. If they become a chain policy,
but what thing I try for us in the beginning for you, Keller, you defend you, Keller say no book no they will hold the accountable based on the word. But now you want to play that same booklet day for Femi. Why?
No, I not blame. I want to come back to what I be saying today. For now, we can begin the whole Femi now. They're in conclusion. They try to talk now say that what you relate today as a premise, then they show us that even when we follow them, you they play with your role, how they produce so, but checkmate them. Even when they checkmate them, at the end of the day, they return to it for tell we say, with all what you would not do so, with all what you would not say about them. In conclusion is the moral of politicians.
Thank you
the moral
very much,
aspect,
my brother.
they try to tell we say, at the end of the day, they're not going to move. follow go the accountable.
I like that ending there. Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you very much, Showers. And thank you very much, Prince. I appreciate una time in as much as una been get a very, very busy schedule, but I still make una time for the way to inside the program at the very shortest possible time. I appreciate una Victor Tutu Rogers. You point out, we always respect them. Prince and Showers, thank you very much. The same goes to una. Thank you, I appreciate una. We look forward for get another discussion as time they go.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, thank you, and I get to myself a very good day.
Yes. And I wish all the listeners a pleasant day.
All right, thank you very much. All right, now so we actually come to the end of the program today. My guest them have been Prince Coca from the Whisper. We as well get Victor Tutu Rogers. We as well get Cecil Cole Showers. We've been there with we inside the program. Follow me talk about different issues them inside the program this morning. The producer for this program na Ilyas Abba. And thanks to all we watch the program who would like. If not like and share the program, please consider for do so now. Thank you very much. And God bless we all. Not forget about the Independence Special, where we say Salon Independence Heritage Not for Die, and we get a sober entertainment now on the 27th of April, where it will be 8 p.m. Salon time. Until then, we'll get for meet again with another beautiful edition of a program we call Colres. My name is Sebia, the Freedom Fighter. God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call Weird.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel